Join me as I share an old native Indian story, one that has been whispered from grandmothers to children for many generations. It's a tale as old as the stars themselves, a story of love, courage, and the comforting embrace of a natural world. One quiet night, when the crickets sang and the world lay still, a little girl lay awake in her bed. She turned on her pillow, pulling her blanket close, but sleep would not come. The shadows seemed larger than usual, stretching across the walls like tall, dark giants. The silence of the house made her heart beat louder, and the night felt endless. Her grandmother, sensing the restlessness, came softly into the room. Without a word, she took the child's hand and led her gently outside into the cool night air. The garden was bathed in silver light. The full moon shone brightly overhead, washing the trees, the grass, and the flowers in a gentle glow. The dew on the leaves sparkled like diamonds, and the soft breeze carried the scent of night-blooming jasmine. It was as if the night itself had been transformed into a cradle of comfort. The grandmother settled on a wooden bench, and the child nestled close beside her. Above them, the stars glittered across the sky, scattered like glowing seeds across a dark field. Each one twinkled as though it carried a secret. And then the grandmother began to tell the story. Long ago, before you or I were born, the moon noticed how children all over the earth grew afraid of the dark. When the sun sank below the horizon and the world grew quiet, little ones pulled their blankets close, their hearts racing at the smallest sound. The moon, watching from above, felt tender love for them. She wanted to help, so she gathered threads of her own silver light, threads spun from the glow of her heart. With patient hands, she began to weave. Slowly, stitch by stitch, she worked high above the sleeping earth. Her weaving was gentle and careful, as though she was sewing with love itself. The moon worked for many nights, never growing tired. She wove rivers of light across the darkness, each line shimmering softly like a path of hope. And every time she tied a stitch, a new star appeared in the sky. Some stitches shone brightly, like lanterns guiding the way. Others glimmered faintly, like whispers of comfort. But each one mattered. Each star was placed with purpose, sewn into the fabric of the night with tenderness. Soon, the whole sky was covered with her shining work, a vast quilt of silver and gold, a blanket wide enough to reach every child, in every land, wherever they lay their heads. The earth seemed to sigh in relief. The trees swayed gently, as if they too were being rocked to sleep. The crickets chirped their lullabies, and even the wind seemed to move more tenderly. The moon's blanket covered them all, reminding every creature, every heart, that no one was truly alone. The child gazing upward that night imagined the moon sitting in a great rocking chair among the clouds. She could see her pulling threads from her own light, weaving across the heavens, sewing star after star into place. She saw her rocking slowly, humming softly, as the blanket grew larger and larger, until it stretched over the whole world. The child felt a sense of peace settle over her. The fear that had clutched at her heart loosened its grip. As she looked up at the twinkling stars, she felt a deep connection to something greater than herself. She realized that even in the darkest moments, there is beauty and wonder to be found. With a grateful heart, the child snuggled closer to her grandmother. The rhythmic chirping of the crickets, the soft rustling of leaves, and the distant hoot of an owl became a soothing lullaby. The vastness of the night sky with its twinkling stars reminded her that she was part of something eternal, something that transcended the fears and worries of everyday life. As the first rays of sunlight began to peek over the horizon, the child felt a renewed sense of courage. The darkness that had seemed so daunting the night before now felt like a time for rest and dreams. She knew that when the night returned, she would not be alone. The moon's blanket was a comforting thought, a reminder that she was loved and cared for. With a final glance at the sky, the child and her grandmother returned home. The story had woven its magic, transforming fear into wonder and loneliness into connection. And so, my friends, whenever we feel lost or afraid in the darkness, let us remember the moon's blanket. Let the twinkling stars be our guide, reminding us that we are forever connected to the rhythm of the earth and the love that binds all living things. Now close your eyes and imagine yourself wrapped in the moon's loving embrace. Feel the warmth of her light enveloping you, chasing away the shadows and whispering words of comfort. You are not alone. We are all connected in the tapestry of life, and the moon's blanket is a symbol of the enduring strength and beauty of our planet and the universe we call home.